You're in this room. I'm in this room. There's only one thing we can do, right?
Plan to take over the world. So you got the veteran and the rookie.
I walk a lonely road, the only one I have. Doesn't mean like a continuity error. Give me like three siblings and a mother who is in the council.
And then waking up the next morning and we're just like, Oh, good time.
Hi.
Hi.
Should we do something? Because I mean, you're in this room. I'm in this room. There's only one thing we can do, right?
Plan to take over the world.
That takes effort. And I don't want an audience for that.
True.
Because otherwise we give away all our plans. Have you not learned nothing?
But we need minions.
Just do what just do what someone on TikTok did. Go on a roller coaster and shout down to the queue line, "Minions, we will destroy the moon!" And that will be easy.
You go on the zip line. I'll do the recording.
You gotta get on with me.
Scared of heights.
I'll get on a low roller coaster. It's fine. There are low ones out there, Koda.
As long as my paws stay close to the ground.
Close enough.
I suppose since here we should do the thing.
Do the one thing that I basically can do with my voice and you can't.
Raise a toast.
Not even close.
Yeah.
You mean raise a toast to chaos? Cheers.
Cheers.
Now, welcome to Toast to Chaos, where we basically talk shit about stuff that you don't think you need to know, but we kind of think you should.
I'd say we have a fun one today.
Yes, because after a very heavy topic dropped last week, and we kind of needed to get it out of our systems because it's important to have a conversation. We thought essentially we would have a light-hearted topic for raising a toast today, and we would talk about our D&D experiences,
Yeah.
aka characters and whatnot.
Like 2 years ago, I would have known nothing about.
Yes.
So you got the veteran and the rookie.
Yeah, I mean, first D&D game, 2018.
Oh yeah.
Well, first RPG.
My first would have been 2 years ago, and then last year. But the first full campaign would be this year.
Yeah. Not my first campaign, but I want to run one. I haven't actually run one yet. That's a goal. Or at some point I get to run a campaign. That would be lovely.
I'm still tossing around the idea of running a one shot.
Yeah, I've run plenty of those, but at the same time, I've always wanted to run a campaign.
Let's go. I'm in for this because, not gonna lie, I am having way more fun than I thought I would.
Yay.
I mean, Davos has just become such a intricate and depthful character to me.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Dramatic, oh yes, but
What drama, darling?
he is a cat of few words, but he speaks well.
You fucking better. But we're
You
going to
ready?
go through kind of characters we've had or ideas we've had for characters that we haven't played yet, and just go through kind of like some of our history. I'm
Yeah.
guessing I should start because I have way more than you.
I'm gonna say yes.
So I will start with my very first. Her name was Bella. Her name was Bella Jackson. She was a Tremere vampire. I know Bella vampire, ha 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 ha. Wasn't for that reason. I just came up with this story that basically she had a boyfriend, she didn't know he was a vampire. How she got turned. They were about to do the deed, and he basically went for her and basically turned her into a vampire.
That's what you call loving someone forever.
Yeah. And she chucked him out. So she just went, "What the fuck did you just do?" Ran away, never went back anywhere. Ended up on a
And
road trip with people. Then ended up going from Tremere Vampire to Mage because a mage made her an offer that couldn't be refused, the chance to be human again, but with magic.
ah, well played.
So she got a character swap.
Ah,
And yeah, that was my very first. I still use her for like in my one shots as like a character. But she's the I have a set of characters in Vampire called the ABCs.
okay.
Okay. B, Bella. A is for Astrid. Now, I have probably told on a previous channel about my exploits with Astrid, and let me tell you, toxic DMs are real. Um, this one was very real. Took the story somewhere I didn't write, and I gave him permission for one thing. I didn't give him permission for the rest of it, and why it went that way, I have no idea because he never told me.
Uh,
Yeah, so I've kind of turned it into a more controlling aspect of just like, yeah, she got married and she was happy in the moment until she discovered she was using it. He was using her.
well played.
Yeah, another Tremere vampire.
Hmm.
And then my favorite is the sea.
I bet I know this one.
Did I ever tell you about Clara?
Oh no, I was thinking a different scene.
This is vampire we're talking, not her.
Fair, fair.
Clara was a Victorian vampire who was a Malkavian inventor.
Ooh.
Mainly meaning she was fucking crazy, very loopy and insane, and crazy, loopy, insane, and also very much excuse me, an inventor. So she was very much building steampunk in the Victorian era, was how I wrote
Ooh.
it. So she basically, I didn't know it at the time, but she was kind of Percy, but as a vampire and female in the Victorian era.
Oh, that I like this after
She
that.
built a fucking cane gun.
I need one of those in real life.
She built all sorts of like weapons that were kind of like a walking stick that turns into a gun, walking stick that turns into a stake kind of thing. Like a lot of things. She built quite a lot of weapons, so a lot of the players in that campaign purchased weapons off of her.
Hey, I need such and such and such. Hey, okay, give me a couple days.
It's just like, oh, I need this and this and this. Okay. Yeah, this? Yes, my God. But the thing is, so with a Malkavian, they have to have a certain insanity.
Oh dear.
So mental illness. Clara had very loud voices in her head. So she was very much like, shut up, or yeah, what would happen? Queenie's right. What would happen if I twisted your arm this way and twisted it that way? She had names for all of them. I don't think I can remember them all. Dave was her depression. There was the constant phrase of "shut up, Queenie," because Queenie questioned everything. And then Anna was for anxiety. I can't remember the others, but I kind of named them in the sense of anxiety, creative, curiosities, like kind of stuff like that. So I kind of named them along different routes. Queenie was always the one that questioned, so I just go, "Shut up, Queenie."
That sounds like a fun character.
Oh, it was. Especially like there was a part in the campaign where everything felt normal and she was not a vampire yet and she was going off into and she was actually turned by a suffragette. So we kind of made it link with history and a woman's movement. So it was before that, and she was about to leave for London, and then all of a sudden she gets woken up, and all of a sudden the voice is in her head, and basically the response that I had in game was, "Holy shit!" Just yelled it and made everybody jump. Because as soon as you have everything quiet and then it just makes noise again, your response would be, "Holy shit."
Hmm.
It would absolutely be holy shit.
Oh, indubitably.
Should we talk about Traversa for a minute? Because we will talk about my other two.
Dravosa. He is basically a Khajiit, a cat person,
Yeah.
who is a rogue.
Yep.
He likes his daggers, and he likes his stealth. He is very. He does not speak often, but he is good with words when he needs to be.
And recently lost his friends.
Yes. He may be a little unstable after watching both of his friends get murdered in front of him by his own family. Well, guards run by his family.
I walk a lonely road, the only one I have known.
In a way, without trying to do it, he's kind of a vax in a way,
He is kind of, isn't he?
especially with the cloak and the hood and everything. But
Yeah.
I've had so much fun developing him and the little nuances like how he has his morning coffee, if you can call it coffee. Uh,
Get that alcohol in there.
yeah, he's a bit of a drinker, but I mean, given everything he's gone through, the
Yeah.
cat.
Should we tell you about one of those lost friends?
Yeah.
One of those lost friends was a fairy called Rebecca Carlyle. And she was married, she had a child, she just got reunited with her husband and her child, only spent a week with them and then fucking died.
Yeah. Which her child is Gravosa's kryptonite.
Yes, because she's the cutest child ever.
I mean, how many people does he allow to play with his tail?
That is true. I can only say this once. I had a cute child. I had a
Yeah.
great child. That's the only time I can say that I had a great child. Because I don't even have children.
This is true. This is true. And yes, she taught Gravosa a lot.
She better fucking have done.
So did his other dear friend, his brother in bars.
Oh, brother-in-law. But then again, it was my fault you ended up in that bar in the first place.
I mean, we did do pretty well with the fireball. Well, I did pretty well with the fireball.
I did great.
two high rolls, but then one tequila, two tequila, three tequila, four.
5 tequila, 6 tequila, 7 tequila.
I didn't even make it that far.
1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila.
Yeah, I made it to three. That's the most I've made so far.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well, it was my fireball. I'm sorry.
exactly.
So he's referring to my current character and my character who has been around for a long, long time, who is getting redemption in this campaign. Oops, did I say that out loud? I'm feeling savage today. I'm feeling very savage today with this.
Claws at the ready.
So, we have a human bartender by the name of Cassandra Crawford. She opened a bar, she brewed her own fireball whiskey. She is a sorceress, which is me to a T. Supposed to be me to a T. Now, when I say redemption, I mean actual fucking redemption, because the first campaign she was in didn't go so well, and also, when I look back at my backstory and what I wrote, compared to what the DM presented, there were many conversations to be had. Did they happen? No. Did I try to bring them up and they get ignored? Kinda. But I tried. But yeah, because basically that I realized a continuity error that was not addressed. So basically, I had said in the backstory that she had always grown up in an orphanage. She'd grown up in an orphanage. Like, I never wrote it officially as like she was left on the doorstep and grew up in an orphanage. But that's kind of the perspective I was going with. I should have written it down. But that would mean she wouldn't know who her family is. No one would know where she come from. They wouldn't know if she was related to royalty or whatever or anything.
Right.
Kind of the point. And apparently in this campaign, there was a little blip where they put a mind like erase spell on her when she was a teen, I think. And I'm just like, hold on, she wouldn't have even had a home. Like that's a huge continuity error with what I said. She grew up in an orphanage all her life. But memory spell, no, that's not how it works.
No, and that's a big thing to bring up is discussion with the player and the DM about the character.
Yeah. It's important because basically I took a chance with Cass and said, I'm going to give a completely blank slate of she was an orphan, she grew up in an orphanage, this bit happened, this bit happened, have fun. Doesn't mean do what you did. Doesn't mean
Right.
write a continuity error, give me like 4 siblings and a mother who is in the council. Like, mm,
That's where, like me and Danny, we've had multiple conversations about Dravosa and my thoughts, his thoughts.
yeah. I haven't had
And,
conversations about Cass because I think he's letting me play it out.
yep.
He knows me too well in that sense.
Oh, yeah. That's where I've had little things. Oh, I wonder about doing this with them. And I'll go to Danny because I'm like, and then he's like, oh, yeah, we can work that in this way. And like that conversation and balance between what you as a player want for your character and what the DM is looking to do with the story.
Yeah.
Because that's huge right there. Which side tangent?
Basically, boundaries broken, apart from boundaries fixed.
Yeah.
Especially as Danny was there with me, so Danny knows exactly what I'm referring to. If you're watching this episode, Danny, you know what I mean.
Yep.
We will make sure he watches this episode.
Oh yes. Which I will say, you have a lot of experience with a lot of TTRPGs.
I do.
I myself, I have a little bit of knowledge of 5e. Most of mine is with the system we've all been beta testing.
Oh yeah, Daggerheart.
Which anybody out there, highly suggest it. It's a lot of fun. It's user friendly. Coming from somebody who's pretty much a noob, it's very easy. I mean, there's a couple things not thrilled with, but overall, like the
It's all
character.
about feedback.
I mean, when I'm pulling 40 to, I think I pull, my highest was what, a 62, 64 damage?
Yeah, and we're level 7.
Uh huh. You can, the way they have it, you can make some
I mean,
dangerous.
you saw what I sent you, which was the new power I picked up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm liking that.
A D20's worth of damage.
If I get stealth, I get 9d6 plus a d8 necrotic
Yeah.
if I use the rogue's hope.
And plus, when I did the telekinesis,
Oh, that was beautiful.
3d10s. And every time it was 2 criticals on it. So it's doubled.
Oh yeah, you can. Oh, you can make some nasty damage. And I like the battling system of it, the way it's a little more free flowing
Yeah.
versus a set route. Because then something happens, oh, somebody else can react without having to wait.
Yeah. Especially, we know I'm the spellcaster of the group anyway.
Yep. And I've got Wing Boy now.
Yeah, you got a new best friend.
Me
Cass is very much sus of her best friend.
and Cass get along. I love Cass.
Good, because she's staying exactly the way she's supposed to be played, especially as I say, you and Kat, like Cass literally broke everybody with one sentence. So the comment I was referring to last week about this I use my mouth for many things. Yeah, this is the character that used it.
I mean, when you get the slow clap of approval.
Oh yeah, especially when you get Danny saying, "I'm so proud of you." Especially he knows me. He knows exactly how I am as a person.
That is not you.
No, it isn't, is it? I've grown mature since then, and I've not given a single fucking shit.
Ah, glorious.
Damn straight.
He trust was my brother in bars, but this new guy, I think we're just gonna have fun flinging insults at each other.
Yeah.
He
An
he
elf and a
called
cat walk into a bar.
he
That's it.
called me furball. I mean, as a cat, that's
I'm sorry. It's funny. It's really funny because does he want to die?
and sorry, when I think that, all I can think of is the cat from Tiny Toons Adventure.
Oh my
That
God.
was his name was Furball.
Oh,
I,
oh my God.
Rosa is a tall, fairly tall black cat. He is not a blue, accident prone little thing.
Yeah. I should describe Cass to you a little bit, shouldn't I?
Yes, yes.
So Cass is a human, like I said. Very dark makeup because emo for life. Black hair shoved to one side, shaved one half. Red coat, because you know I love me a long coat.
Oh yes.
She'd just have like kind of like a like the white shirt with a little corset kind of thing. Probably a black corset and a black shirt. And then brown trousers with knee-high black boots with laces.
Remind me to stay on her good side.
Yeah, you better. Uh,
Well, yeah,
especially
because I
her
want.
pockets are bags of holding,
And
essentially. So like, her coat pockets
mhm.
basically are like Mary Poppins bag. Pull out a staff out of her pocket and she doesn't need a backpack. She's got bags of holding in her pockets.
Oh, Rosa needs to stay on her good side. That's a supplier.
Oh yeah. Because she brews a mean dragon fireball whiskey because she does have a link with dragons.
But I'm kind of curious if by the end Rosa builds up where he doesn't have to roll with disadvantage. I could say it has been so fun. Just it really has. Not only the people we're playing with, because I mean, let's face it, we've had some freaking hilariously fun times.
We've also had some facepalm times.
And we've also had some turning the camera off and muting because emotional.
I did do that when Rebecca died. I had a
And
good
then
old fashioned cry.
at the funeral,
No, what really made me cry was telling Sylvan and then Sylvan telling our daughter.
yeah, that
That
was hard having
kills
him.
me. Where's my wife? Oh shit. Where's my
Yeah, having
fucking
to have
wife?
that. That was a fun little argument to have with him.
He's now gonna do anything for us.
Like I said, the biggest one for me was probably though Calliope
Yeah.
giving the hug and crying. That was like that made me. That was hard.
That was a hard one to get through. And just Danny just going, I'm sorry, yes.
But
Like,
I
no,
mean,
you're not.
that's good though when the DM sticks to what they say. Like they
100%.
he said at the beginning how that was gonna work. When the time came, he stuck to what he had said.
You did.
Poor Dravosa. He just needs somebody to come over and give him ear scratches and a new flask.
Well, that might be a job for Cass, to be honest. I mean, she gives you a flask.
His flask is kind of gone.
With her, yeah.
Well, no, my flask went with Atros.
No, it went with Rebecca.
I had gotten it back. Remember, I had etched into it,
Oh,
and
shit.
because I gave the
Did they not give
daggers
it
to
back
them,
to you? I'm pretty sure that they should have given it back.
they gave the daggers back.
Oh, they didn't
He had
give you
given.
the flask.
They couldn't find the flask,
Fuck.
so Dravosa doesn't have a flask.
See what Cass can do for you.
Which, again, this is a cat who has more alcohol in his coffee than coffee.
Yes, that is very true.
That's why I left the one time they tried to spike his coffee. It's like it's already more alcohol than coffee. What are you gonna do?
I'm already gonna get drunk. What are you talking about?
But yeah, for being a wasted on Fireball, he still managed to stealth around.
Oh yeah. Like I say, Cass is now doubting her best friend. That's great. And everyone's doubting Cass. That's even greater.
Almost everyone.
Almost everyone.
Except the cat who's like, just trust
You
me.
want to call Crawford? Yeah. Why wouldn't anybody want to call me?
I
She
mean,
used to, one of the things I basically added, obviously years later, um, and I started writing about kind of was she became a consulting magician.
ah,
So she was very much like, because here's the thing, when you're a high arcanist or whatever, you don't want to admit that you need to call for help, so you call a consultant. She was the consultant. And people didn't like her that much because she ran her mouth. But at the same time, it's running her mouth that's gotten her basically through everything she's done.
mm-hmm.
Then she met Veckin.
Which
Did
can't
I ever
wait.
tell you how they met?
Wasn't it at the bar or at
So it was a Colosseum match, and Veckin basically met this guy called Flint, and Flint said to bet all his money to for Veckin to bet all of his money on him. He lost. He wanted to get his money back because he didn't necessarily get it back. Meets Cass at a bar. Cass, well, me and Danny have kind of changed the continuity where we've just gone, we're going to get your money back. And basically, Cass has helped him get his money back. We kind of,
uh
well, I think we just kind of changed it in talking,
yeah. I
which
think I
I think
remember
is
that.
better for the story, just because like she actually helped him do something that he needed, and then they just become drinking buddies and friends for life.
Right?
That's kind of what I see. If I'm wrong, Danny, tell me. But still, like, I feel like that would make more sense.
The That's also another good sign of a DM is when they can tell a story
Yes.
and the players feel like they're a part of the story, not puppets.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's be real, the ending has totally made us feel a part of the story that we're helping
Oh,
write
100%.
versus, okay, this is your character, this is what you do.
Yeah. Whereas we hope you don't have that the experiences we've had.
Yeah.
We don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no.
But and like we said with D&D, we were talking about it. It encourages interacting with people.
Yep,
It encourages creativity,
correct.
problem solving.
Yes.
Like it's so many positives, but
I'm just gonna say this. If you can write a whole fucking show based on a D&D game, you can do anything.
mm-hmm.
Sorry, Dropbox smoking a poster here. Oh, what?
Side note, can't wait for season 4. But yeah, well, look what we're looking to do with the comic book.
Yeah, we're trying to create a comic book for these guys.
Because some really good stories with these characters.
Oh, 100%.
Like it.
And I'm writing Cass's story currently, like trying to actually write it.
Yeah,
Obviously from first person perspective, because she's very much speaks in her own voice. She doesn't if someone's gonna tell her story, it's her.
right.
She's gonna not be afraid to be fucking mouthy. Because her mouth has been used for many things.
I'm not. I'm not. Mm-mm.
Just go to nope. So Koda just jumped ship. See you later.
Wi- uh, Cat knows not to push witch. Meow.
Good, because if you push the witch will push you.
Off a cliff.
She wouldn't even need a hand to push you with. Wouldn't even need to do that. She'd just go,
Ugh. And away he goes.
"Ah." God.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see where Dervosa's story
I can't wait to see what the doubting story with Cass does. Clearly, because obviously Cass has a
goes.
Cass has had a story, has a history, but what's all this is like a comeback kid kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Especially she's learning about blood magic, and she's managed to hide the book from the assholes
Exactly.
because it's in her bag.
Thought they found.
Yeah, and I was just like, no, Danny, it's in my bag. Okay. Continue,
Like,
Sparrow. Because
I
you
know,
look.
right? And that they're coming up to rooms. Wait, I'm gonna use hide. They can't see me even if they look at me now.
Yep. And then just open window flies out onto the roof. Oh, there's nobody here. Kay must have left the window open. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Like,
I feel like I'm gonna end up creating whistle symbols just like woo.
I'm sorry. Favorite moment though.
Okay.
Atros and Dravosa drinking night.
Oh God. No, no, no. I've just got to go back to. So when you and Atros on the bench, hiding with bread. Rebecca comes back with a drunk Sylvan, adds him to the bench. I love you guys. No, I love you guys. And then he's just going, you're pretty.
Oh, don't forget this is after Sylvan fell out of the tree.
Oh yeah, this is after he fell out the tree. And then Rebecca just coming over, Cass, can you just fine.
Red fight. And then waking up the next morning and we're just like, no.
Rebecca was
Hood
absolutely
is on.
fine.
Yeah, the hood is a little further down than usual. I think
And
it's
Rebecca's
funny.
just like, morning, dear, how are you?
I still find it funny that when he gets up and talks about getting dressed, you guys are. It's like, wait, Derosa sleeps naked. I'm like, he has fur.
Oh, wait.
Oh no,
No,
are
no,
you?
no. Dravosa comes out of his room. I need to get a soundproof room. Because I got banging that way with Rebecca and Sylvan. And I got banging that way with Atros and Angela.
And I had a
They
double
bang.
at night and in the morning. It's like I can't.
You gotta get
Lucian,
your quick 5 minutes in there.
can I get a room change, please? I think he did go to Lucian and ask.
Yeah, he did. He did. Because he was especially as Danny was kind of proud when I just said, well, we got 5 minutes. Yeah, we got 5 minutes.
Both couples go back to their rooms, and Dravos is just like, because side note, folks, Dravosa has no fam. Well,
As a betrayal family.
but he has no partner. He has no kittens.
Nope.
He is solitary. So he's stuck between two couples, and just getting to listen all night. I mean, I could have made the smart ass comment and got, hey, at least he had free
I mean,
adult.
you heard Atros go, yeah!
Wait, was that him or was that her?
I think it was him. If I'm wrong, then it was her.
One
And then
of the
Sylvan
two.
was the loud one.
Uh,
And Rebecca was like, come on.
And remember, cats have sensitive hearing to begin with.
Sorry, not sorry.
He just needs to get Dravosa just needs to get drunk, go to a bar, and find a hookup.
Yes, 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 and yes.
Poor cat. He's had enough trauma. Let him have an escape.
Oh shit.
Or
Anyway,
his other favorite moment with him. One other moment that I loved with him:
go on.
the fighting Michael when
Oh,
trying to pray and heal himself, and just rams the dagger down his throat and tells him, "Shut the fuck up."
yes. Um, proud moment, Rebecca killing her mother.
Oh yeah, a
I
theme
will
of
always be better than you.
ah matrimony.
But the one thing we will miss, and I've got to talk about it, the shish kebabs.
Oh yes.
The shish kebabs! So basically, if no one knows what Rebecca's version of a shish kebab was, she would fly down with spear in hand, spear the nearest guy, fly them up, and then drop them from 30 feet.
Yeah.
A shish kebab.
Or a shishka splat.
Shish kebab, yeah. But it's still a shish kebab.
It was glorious.
It's a glorious move. Just like, try and get me. Oh, you know what? I don't need you anymore.
And dropping them on him. That was funny when you dropped them on him.
Oh yeah. Especially as when I first pitched it and said it to Danny, it was just like, you're gonna what? Yeah, I took him up here and now I'm gonna chuck him down. It was an easy three actions, the shish kebab.
Yep.
You stab one, you fly them up, and you put them down.
That or the spear.
Oh, the spear, the double spears, the triple spear. It was technically the double spear because you use the spear to spear someone else. Because the
Mm.
spear is also known as a wrestling move where you basically spear someone into the ground.
Which is where it started.
Yeah, because it became a double spear. Because it was just a spear. She would spear people into the door, and then she would spear someone with her dagger, and then she had a spear.
Mm.
She speared them with her spear, so double spear.
It was glorious.
We will miss the shish kebabs.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
let's see if Barney recreates them. Because he does things. He just doesn't have a spear.
He's got a badass blade, it looks like.
He does.
I'll stick with my jabby jabby, slicey slicey.
I'll stick with my spells.
This is gonna be
Yeah. Anyway, how's your glass looking?
fun. Mine's empty.
Mine's empty.
Hmm.
That means we've got to end the show.
I guess we should let the people go watch other videos that we have.
I mean, I guess we should.
Let them have some, I guess.
Yeah. And anyway, we can get a refill and let them come back next time and we can talk about other things.
Oh yes. If you guys have ideas, feel free to
What do you want to
comment.
hear us talk about? Do you want to hear us talk about more D&D? Because we've got tales to tell.
Oh yes.
If we get drunk enough, I'll get savage.
Future characters.
Future characters has to happen because I will preview one. I was thinking the Mad Hatter of Sorcery.
Oh, I was thinking orc who uses magic.
Yes.
So there's a button down there, folks,
I believe it says subscribe.
and there's one that looks like this. I think.
This one?
Yeah, that one too.
Oh, awesome. What does he do?
It tells us that people actually like it and want to see more.
Really? I never knew that before.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Just does that?
Yep, one little click and you can give us one of those.
Yeah. Do you want to know what else goes with the subscribe button? There's this bell button.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what it does?
What does it do?
It notifies people when we've got more content coming out. So they
Oh,
don't have to miss a single thing.
and we have so much you guys really don't want to miss.
I believe we already have over 30 videos.
We've got the funny, we've got the sentimental, we've got the serious. Roll a die and see what you get. We've got it all for you. We've got arts and crafts
Correct. I'm the host.
and mental health. We've got ranting.
Yes, which we are hijacking very slowly.
It's all sorts of fun. So come back, come back and see us.
You better.
On that note,
Take care. Bye.
peace.